Red bird alert! Red bird alert!
Hi there, welcome to Get Out of the Lobby, Get Into My Movie. I'm Kevin, this is PT.
Hello.
Tonight we look at the epic film, Platoon.
No. Tubbs and Morehouse are short. Pew Shang's going on an R&R tomorrow, and you want to send them out on an ambush? You got the fresh meat, buddy.
So, Platoon, PT, first impressions of the movie.
Well, I love history, and I have nothing wrong with movies like this, but it's just I'm not one for violence. I don't like the blood and I get queasy, and I just totally understand why the movie just couldn't be more like a narrative, about why couldn't it have been Charlie Sheen coming back home and like sitting at dinner with his family and talking about what happened.
Well, I'll say that if you don't love a movie about violence or a movie that has violence in it, then the last movie that you want to watch is a movie that takes place in Vietnam during the Vietnam War. Come on, I personally love violence. Can't get enough of it. Two, please. More violence, more violence. Loved it. You seem to hate violence overall, but
I loved the uniforms. Because they looked, I'm sure they were real, because this movie was made like 10 years after the Vietnam War or something, so they probably ordered them from Vietnam, or like they went to a museum or something. So, or maybe they just, maybe because Oliver Stone's old, so maybe they just asked him to get make them. Platoon stars Charles Sheen of Two and a Half Men fame, and Willem Dafoe, Keith David, who all I really know is he did the voice of Spawn.
What the hell do you want?
Directed by Oliver Stone. What I like about Oliver Stone is his name, because when I think of the name Oliver, I think of the Dickens play.
Please, sir, I want some more.
And then you have the name Stone, which is great. The Rolling Stones.
I'm just standing in a doorway.
Sharon Stone.
I'm Sharon Stone, bitch.
So many things can be made out of stones. Where We Are is made of some type of stone.
Okay, another question that this movie brings up is Vietnam. For it, against it?
I would have to say, against. I mean, I'm against kind of all violence in general. I think, if we had just talked to the emperor who lives there, in his temple, that we could have probably done something better, than sending so many innocent lives to die. So I'm against it, really. What are you for or against?
I'm right there with you. I think if we just would have, hopped on the red phone that led directly to the Emperor's red phone, and we could just talk it out with the Emperor of Vietnam, then all of this could have been avoided.
What war would you fight in if you had the chance?
Obviously, Revolutionary War, Civil War, obviously, World War II. Definitely getting into that. Any war that centers around ham. I'm very pro-ham, and if people want to put their hands on my ham or try to take my ham away from me...
I'd fight in the Cupcake Wars. I think that show's great.
Yeah, I knew it. So, PT, I'm going to throw it out here. Favorite Oliver Stone film?
My favorite Stone movie has to be his biopic of He Loves Presidents, George, about his early years on his plantation and his schooling and his first and only marriage, and then they get into his teeth, which was like a disgusting scene. I don't think you need to ask me any more questions about it, because I think everybody loves that movie too. Well, everybody, I'm afraid that's all the time we have for this episode of Get Out of the Lobby and Into My Movie. So Kevin, last thoughts?
I'd say that if you've seen the movie, fire up the oven, toast those Totino's party pizzas, and try to fight off suicide.
Yeah.
What about you, PT? Any final thoughts?
Just, if you're going to make a movie about Vietnam, this is the one to make. There was only the one war, I'm pretty sure. The next one might be like Korea. In 30 years we could be talking about Oliver Stone's Korea movie. Maybe it'll be called Platoon 2. Who knows? He might be dead by then.
So, as a reminder, my method for rating movies is based on the tiers of Daniel Day-Lewis. 1 tier being not so good, 5 being so magical, the power of the magic is hard to contain. So, based on that rating, I would say Platoon gets 3 tiers of Daniel Day-Lewis.
Well, to remind you, I do my ratings based on the Back to the Future trilogy. The first part of Back to the Future Part 2 and all of Back to the Future Part 3. I liked the beginning, I liked the romance and the 60s music and the, placing it in time. Makes you feel like you're really there, Well,
that's it, folks. Episode 2 is a wrap, a review of the film Platoon, and PT and I are going to see you on the flip side. See you later. And this review has been brought to you by Tombstone Pizza. Tombstone, if you eat it, you'll die. You've watched a review of ours. It's been there for a while. Well.